Hi, my name is Dr. Raman Baweja. I'm a professor of psychiatry and public health sciences at Penn State College of Medicine, and my area of interest is ADHD. It was actually expected because I was following this product presentation at the different national level as well as the publication, and recent publication in the like ADHD adult trial has been published some time ago, and the recent trial published in adolescent. So I was not surprised, and actually was more exciting to see, especially it has a novel mechanism which we don't have with the other medication we have it so far with the ADHD. So we have traditionally we have CNS stimulants for a long period of time. We have it the like methylphenidate or amphetamine group medication, and then we have the non-stimulant medication. So stimulants work for the dopamine and norepinephrine mechanism, and that the non-stimulant other we have it working in the more with the norepinephrine. And this novel mechanism of this drug is it is also bringing the serotonin in the ADHD, and that was the novel actually. And this is the novelty he had. It has the triple receptor reuptake inhibitor. It's a inhibit norepinephrine, dopamine, as well as serotonin reuptake inhibitor. So that is the broad approach is the novelty of this medication. So we have CNS stimulants are we have it who have the more effect size. Effect size means they are more effective with the ADHD core symptoms. But ADHD is beyond that inattention problem, hyperactivity, and impulsivity. It also have other comorbid associated symptoms. It is associated with the executive functioning problem, day-to-day functioning problem, emotional dysregulation, and many sleep problem. So having this novel molecule, the serotonin reuptake inhibitor, as well as the studies are published on this drug have shown, and in addition to the core symptoms, especially the recent publication reported that it was a post hoc analysis. It shows that it's helping the executive functioning as well as the learning problem as well as in the daily functioning in children and adolescent, as well as the recent I believe the poster was there. It also helped in the improvement in the emotional dysregulation, which is very commonly associated with the adult with ADHD. So ADHD is very heterogeneous condition is there. It's as I mentioned, beyond inattention, hyperactivity, and impulsivity. And effect size of centanafadine is more like the other non-stimulants and is comparatively lesser than with the CNS stimulant, but it also have the more broader symptom improvement. Appears to be that emotional dysregulation, as well as it has a less abuse potential, which is the problem with the CNS stimulant there. And again, the as I mentioned, it's very heterogeneous presentation. We can have it with the ADHD. So depending upon the patient presentation, either they have the executive functioning problem or they are not able to tolerate the other medication. So here that the centanafadine has the role where we are having the cluster of the symptoms where this patient this individual product can be helpful. So I think it is across the spectrum, I would say that one, depending upon if I'm treating with the 7 or 8 year old child who have the executive functioning, one of the major challenges, or other not able to tolerate the other medication. For example, the CNS stimulant, there it stand, I would go with this medication. And in the adult literature, in the adult world of the ADHD, uh, adult with the ADHD who have the emotional dysregulation and a very prominent emotional dysregulation, there it can be also considered. Or the other area is that abuse potential or misuse potential is less with this molecule, with this drug. In those with the concern about the substance use disorder in adult, where with the ADHD, there this molecule can be the option. In the medicine, if someone is having the good symptom response, we don't change the meds, right? If the patients have doing very well with the medication, but at the same time, if their symptoms are not fully controlled with the medication the patient is currently on, or they have the other associated symptom like emotional dysregulation or executive functioning, learning problem, and there can be the potential to switch on to this new medication, centanafadine, as well as if there is a concern about abuse or misuse of the CNS stimulants there, and likely that this new drug can be the helpful in those conditions.